Hello students and welcome to the part 3 of the lesson parts of speech and homonyms. So students, we have finished with our parts of speech and they are noun, adjective, adverb, verb, pronoun, preposition, conjunction and interjection. Okay students, now we will begin with the second part of the lesson and that is homonyms. Isn't it new? Have you heard this word before? Homonyms? Yes, now let's study what are homonyms. A word which is used as one part of speech can also be used as another part of speech in the same or another sentence. For example, the same word can be used as a noun and an adjective. It can also be used like a noun and a verb, an adverb and a preposition, etc. However, the meanings may be different. Such words that are spelled and pronounced in the same way but have different contextual meanings and are used as different parts of speech are called homonyms. Homonym can be used as one part of speech, can also be used in the other part of the speech in the same sentence, or it can be also used in the other sentence. Now some examples of it are like a same word can be used as a noun or like an adjective also in your sentence. Okay, a noun can also be used as a verb, an adverb and a preposition can also both come together in a sentence. Okay students, but their meanings are completely different. Okay, and such way words are spelt means their spelling and their pronunciation is the same but can have different contextual meanings. So student, contextual means depending on the event or the statements. Okay students, and are used as different parts of speech. So students, can you see the examples on your screen? Sign. Sign means what? It can be used in two different sentences, like headache may be the sign of stress and it can also be used as he forgot to sign on the check. Understood everyone? So students, can you see the second example? Tie. Now see how we use it. Now in this example he is saying he had to tie her hands together. So can you see here what type of tying is there? To tie something. And second is I wear a shirt and tie at work. Now this tie is which one? Which we wear. Okay. Understood everyone? So this way a same word can be used in two different sentences or it also can be used in one single sentence together. It can be an adjective also or it can be a noun also. Now let's see any part of speech examples. It can be, and it can be number one. Today I got a free ticket another to a water park. So can you see here free is used as an adjective because it is telling us more about the ticket. How that person got the ticket? He got free ticket. Understood? So free is used as an adjective in this example. Okay, now see the next sentence. Kumar tried to free the trapped dog. Can you see again the word free is used here? Yes, but can you see here it is the action taken by Kumar or it is a verb. Can you see here? So the word free can be used as an adjective also and can be used as a verb also. So can you see students now? Free is what? It is a homonym. So this is let's see the another example. Number 2. The rich should help the poor. Can you see here students? Poor is underlined. Why it is underlined? Because it is name of a group of people. So it is a noun. Here in this sentence, poor is used as a noun. Now see the next sentence. The poor woman had to beg for food. Now can you see here this word poor in this sentence is telling us more about the woman. So it is used as an adjective. Did you see now? It is also used as a noun and poor is also used as an adjective. Now let's see another next example. Number 3. Rashmi has a round balloon with her. Now can you see here round is underlined because it is describing the shape of the balloon. Yes or no? It is telling us more how the balloon is. Okay, so here round is used as an adjective. Next is you must draw a circle round the diagram. Now can you see here? Here also round is underlined. Why? Because it is a preposition and it is telling us about the position where to draw the circle. Understood? So see here. Now let's go to the next. The watchman was on his daily rounds. Now can you see here? Now again here they have given it a name. It is a name. So it is noun. Understood? So see students, round can also be used in adjective. Round can also be used as in preposition, as a preposition. And round again can be used as a noun also. So you saw here that students This round word is a homonym, okay, and it is having the same spelling, same pronunciation, but its meaning changes according to the sentence or the statement. Understood, students? Now let's see the last one, fourth. Let us move on. Can you see this sentence now? Here on is underlined, and on is adverb because it is telling us more about the action, move, okay, move on. So on is used here as an adverb. Next, the cat sat on the pillow. Now can you see here again on is underlined? Yes, because it is telling us where the cat is sitting, the position or the place of the cat. The cat sat on the pillow. Now again on is what? It is a homonym. It is having the same spelling and same pronunciation, but the meaning according to the sentence is different. Understood? Now we have finished our explanation. Let's go to the exercise. Question number 1. Write what part of speech the underlined words are. Now can you see here they have given us few sentences and they have underlined few words. Now we have to tell them which part of speech it is. Okay. And the first one has been done as an example. I carried the unfortunate bird home. Now can you see here unfortunate is underlined. What do you think, students? What kind of part of speech it is? Yes, it is an adjective because it is telling us more about the bird, unfortunate bird. So this is an adjective. So you have to write over here. It is already written for the first one, but the remaining you have to write. Next, we stood mute and motionless. Now can you see here, students? Stood is underlined. Stood is what? It is an action. So this sentence or the word stood is a verb. Okay, students? Second sentence is, in this second sentence, stood is a verb. Next, he helped himself to our neighbor's beans. Can you see here? He helped himself to our neighbor's beans. Now here himself is underlined. I think you all know why and when and where himself is used. Yes, it is a pronoun and it is used for in the place of noun. To avoid the repetition of noun, we are using himself. Next, Mr. Jones of Scotland Yard was present. Now can you see here Mr. Jones? It is what? It is a name of Scotland Yard. Now again Scotland Yard is also what? It is the name of a place. So what it will be? Yes, it is also a noun. Next, oh no, not again, only a keeper of books. Can you see here now, students? Here a sudden or strong feeling is expressed and even you can see the exclamation marks used here. Can you see here? Oh no. So this is what? It is an interjection. Okay, students, a strong feeling is expressed over here. I asked my assistant for advice. See here now. I asked my assistant for advice. See here, student, advice is underlined. Advice is what? It is a feeling given or it is expression given to someone. Okay, and it is a noun. It is an abstract noun. We cannot see it or we cannot touch it. Next is that was easily done. Now can you see here? Easily is underlined. Easily is what? It is an adverb. Okay, it is telling us about the verb, telling us more, or it is adding something more to the about the verb. Okay, how was the work? It was easily done. Number 8, you cannot change them or control them. Now in this sentence, what do you think is underlined? Or. So or is what? Yes, it is a conjunction. It is joining these two sentences. Okay, 9, he had to be in the office from 10 to 2. So students, can you see here from is underlined, and from is what? Yes, it is a preposition. It is telling us about the time. Okay, number 10, then look for me tomorrow. Now tomorrow is what? Tomorrow is underlined. So tomorrow is what? It is an adverb. It is adding something more to the verb. Okay. Next, question number 2. Write the underlined words in the sentences in the correct columns. Okay, students, can you see on the next page? They have given you column and they have given you 8 parts of speech in each column. So, from these sentences, you have to separate out which one is coming in which part of speech it is. Under that, you have to write them down. Okay, students, now see number 1. Oh, children from that state are supposed to be clever. Now can you see here? Oh is underlined. Here exclamation is there and it is a sudden expression or feeling. So it will be what? It will be interjection. So you have to write oh in the interjection column. Next, Malti was a bright child. Now can you tell me Malti is what? Yes, it is a name. So you have to write it under noun in the noun column. Okay. And bright. Bright is what? Yes, it is telling us more about, or it is describing child, or it is describing Malti. So bright is also a bright is a and is an adjective. Okay students. Number 3. Siley immediately paid the amount. Now can you see here? Immediately is underlined. And immediately is what? It is telling us something more about the verb. So it is an adverb. Understood students? Next, I'll pay you well if honestly you work. Now see here, well means what? Again tell me. Yes, well is what? It is telling us, or it is adding more information about the verb, or the action taken in this sentence. I will pay means payment will be given well. So well is what? It is an adverb. If honestly you work. Now if is what? It is a conjunction, because it is joining two different sentences. Understood students? Next, number 5. What? All the books have such expensive jackets? Now see here, what is what? What is a sudden feeling or strong feeling? Exclamation mark is there. So this is an interjection. Okay. Now have is what students? Yes, tell me. Have is a verb. Okay. It is a helping verb. It is telling us what action is going in the sentence. Next is expensive jackets. Now expensive is what? It describes the jacket. How is the jacket? So expensive is what? It is an adjective. Next, number 6. I was hurled into the sea. Now see, into means what? Common sense it is. Yes, it is preposition. It is telling us the place. Okay, and sea is what? It is a noun. It is name of a place. Understood student? Next, he danced about on the dining table and gave us no peace. Now danced is underlined. Danced is what? Yes, it is an verb. It is telling us what work is going on in the sentence. And on the dining table, on means what? It is a preposition. It is telling us the place where the dance was going on. And is a conjunction. Okay. Next, number 8. Bah, that animal is faster than the Abraham Lincoln. So can you see again, it is what? Sudden feeling or expression. So this is interjection. And Abraham Lincoln, you all know who was Abraham Lincoln? Yes, it is a noun, name of a person. Next, they stubbornly disliked Malti. Now they is what? Yes, it is a pronoun. It is used instead of a group of people. Okay. And stubbornly means what? Stubbornly is the word which is describing Malti, which is describing these people. They're feeling for Malti. Okay. So stubbornly is what? It is an adverb. It is telling us more about their work. Disliked. Disliked means what students? Yes, it is the verb. The action. What action is going on in the sentence. Okay students. Number 10. We were not sure that he was male. But we called him Caesar. Okay students, now we is underlined here, and we is what? Yes, it is a pronoun used for a group of people. Okay, but is what? But is a conjunction. Okay, used to join two sentences. Okay, next is number 11. We got up and stretched himself. Sorry, he got up and stretched himself. Now again, himself is what? Pronoun used instead of using the noun again, or understood? It is about he. Next, a ferocious bark tore the stillness of the night. Now can you see here? What does ferocious means? What is it telling us? Yes, it is telling us more about the bark. That the bark was ferocious. Means it is an adjective. And off is what? Yes, off is the preposition. It is telling us about the time. Okay students, I hope you would have understood this all. Now what you have to do is you have to complete this all work in your grammar book. Understood students? If you don't have grammar book, do it in your notebooks.